Now?
Now it's recording, sir.
Okay. So is it audible clearly?
Yes, sir. But with a little echo, sir.
Okay. So now types of governors. Here two types of governors are discussing here. Those are the centrifugal governor and inertia governors. So centrifugal governors again classified two types. Those are the pendulum type and loaded type. Okay, pendulum type centrifugal governors are classified two types. Those are the pendulum type and another one is loaded type. So pendulum type is the watt governor and loaded type is the dead weight governors and spring controlled governors. Here dead weight governors are againly classified two types. Those are the Porter governor and Proel governor. And spring controlled are classified four types. Those are the Hartnell governor, Hartung governor, Wilson Hartnell governor and Pickering governor. So those are the classification of centrifugal governors. Okay. Now coming to the inertia governors. So all of you observe that inertia governors, it is more sensitive than our centrifugal. So that the thing is, when we are balancing of our particular system, so it is some tough task compared with our centrifugal governors. When we are balancing of the inertia governors, it is some difficult. So that's why mostly preferred to the our centrifugal governors. Okay, for our vehicles or application of the our governors. So now just all of you observe that centrifugal governor. So before going to start the our procedure, so working principle. So that is the how what are the parts are involved in our mechanism. Just you will observe that. So those are the arms are there and a spindle and fly balls and links and sleeve, okay, and the bevel gear system and bell crank lever and the cylinder and throttle valve. So those are the parts are involved in our system. So just all of you observe that it will starts with the motion from the bevel gear. So the input drive is the our bevel gear is the our input drive. When the bevel gear will transmit the motion to the our spindle, so the spindle will revolves, okay, with the help of our bevel, okay, with the help of our bevel gear. So then the spindle will revolves, okay, then the arms. So when the those are also having the connection with the our, okay, pivoted point P is there. That pivoted point is maybe on fix, okay, that is on the our spindle. So when the spindle will revolve, then the arms will also make the revolves. That means the fly balls will revolves. Okay, the fly balls are revolves. When the fly balls are revolves, that may also get the some radius of rotation from the spindle axis to the fly ball center. So is it going to be maximum? So the centrifugal force is higher. So it will generate the centrifugal force. That is the fly balls are generating the centrifugal force. So that centrifugal force is higher or lesser. That depends upon the our speed of the spindle. So when the when the spindle rotates higher speed, then the fly balls are also making the, okay, producing the higher centrifugal force. So that may also happen. And when the spindle revolves less speeds, then the fly balls are getting the only less centrifugal force. That means the radius of rotation value is lesser. Okay, the radius of rotation R value is lesser. And the function is, main function is, when the fly balls are producing the more centrifugal force. So that means when the fly balls are going to towards away from the spindle axis, so then they may also producing the centrifugal force higher. So then the sleeve the sleeve will move going upward. Then the sleeve will move going to upward. When the sleeve moves going to upward, then that is already have the connection with the bell crank lever. The bell crank lever will also makes that is the throttle valve is going to be closing. That means that the bell crank lever towards to move downward. This one, the throttle section is moving towards downward. So when the throttle section is going, throttle valve is going to be downward, so then the throttle valve is making the function of closing of the our supply system, closing of the our supply system. So that may also happen when the spindle speed is higher. That means centrifugal force is higher. And later another case is also there, that is the when the fly balls are that means less radius of rotation, or the spindle speed is lesser, so then the sleeve will move towards downward. Then the sleeve moves towards downward. Then the throttle valve section is going to be towards up. When the throttle valve section is going to be up, then the supply of fuel is going to be more. Why? Because it is also giving the opening system. When it is going to be towards upside, then the throttle valve section is opened. So when the throttle valve section is going to be opened, then it may also sending the more fuel to the engine. So that is happen in our particular system. So now all of you observe that so that is the principle is there in our centrifugal governors. So when we are utilized the particular governor system, so it was invented nearly 1788. That was already usaged in our Boulton and Watt engine of Boulton and Watt engine. That is the what type of governor is there. So that is the small diagram is there. Just all of you observe the screen. Are you visible the screen?
Yes, sir.
Here they may also represent the one flowchart type. So that is the what we said the conditions in earlier session. Those are also represented here. So that is the load on the engine increases. So already we know that when for example let us take the one truck. So the truck is carrying the more load. So then the speed will decreases. But the thing is when we arrange the governors, when we are having the governors of our automobile, so then similarly to make that is the speed decreases means centrifugal force decreases. Then it may also make that sleeve moves downward. Sleeve moves downward. So that means it will that means we will require the more fuel supply for our engine, for getting the for maintaining of the our mean speed of the engine. So that's why the throttle valve will open. Then speed will increases. Then speed will increases. So that system will happen in our particular automobiles. So here all of you observe that. So how we sense the particular fuel is required. So that system that system will happen at the particular place. That means when we are having when we carrying the more loads of our truck, then simply reducing the speed levels. But that speed levels, when the speed levels are decreases, that is sensed by the our governor, and that may also open the our throttle valve session. So when it is opened the throttle valve session, then we may also send it the fuel, more fuel, more fuel to the engine cylinder. So when we are sending the more fuel to the engine, then the speed will getting to be mean equilibrium, mean speed. that may also catch us to the mean speed. So that may also happen in our particular system. Okay. Now coming to the first one, centrifugal governors. Okay, is also two types are there, that is in